today we are going to look at some art, and we will be trying to find the meaning behind them. Mind that I did not do any of these art, and many amazing artists did it. So we're going to be trying to guess the meaning together, and then we'll look at the answers later. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're in some street art graffiti. This one already has a clear meaning. It says dream but don't sleep. So let's walk through it. Dream could mean it doesn't need to mean when you're sleeping you have this vision in your head. You can have goals, you can have imagination. And then it says, but don't sleep. But don't sleep doesn't mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean don't rest at nighttime. But I think it means don't stop going for what you dream. So this doesn't actually have a description for it. It does say that, as I said earlier, there is a clear message. I, for one, don't understand what it means. Speaks to me because it describes me to a T. This is not how I talk. I have no idea what that means. But here I do. It says, I have a really hard time sleeping, but I am nothing if not a dreamer. So, I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this had some kind of yeah. So you all probably had some kind of imagination when you were kids, or probably have some now. Okay, so let's move on to the next drawing. So this one is kind of freaking me out, but let's look into it. First, I noticed that this has a lot of dark colors. You'll see that the background is dark, and even the blonde hair and the skin tone and the colors of the dress and the snakes are all there's a lot of shadow on them. So now let's get into what I think you've been paying more attention to, which is the fact that snakes are coming out of her face and she's holding her face like it's a mask. This might mean that she's just not able to be herself. And how she is to others is not like how she actually is. Or this might mean that she has more inside her than what she shows outside. So let's see if I can find a description for this. Okay, so let's read this paragraph here. So you can see it as an interpretation of the Greek myth of Medusa, a beautiful girl who was cursed and transformed into a monster with snake hair, and whose look would turn everyone into stone. She could be defeated only after she was tricked to see her reflection into a mirror. The primal fears of the reptilian brain turn our neocortex stupid. The IQ could drop even up to 30%. Is obvious during exams when you forget all the answers. That can be overcome only with introspection and self-awareness. The last part, I don't understand that. Also, in the mask can see the ego. Persona means mask in Latin. It is a projection, an image that we use to fool others and tricks ourselves to be that. It is like Narcissus fall into his own reflection. That is the death of our real self and the consciousness. It's like falling into a waking dream that we cannot wake up from. Most of the times is a nightmare. We love distracting our attention from the source of our problems. Most people would do anything to avoid self-reflection, facing the fears and the type of forces that govern our lives, but it's the only way to evolve, to overcome our loops of mental that make us repeat the same mistakes and turning again and again in the same old road that we know where it leads to. Only we are alone in the dark. Really, we face our thoughts and might not be a pleasant encounter, but can lead to practices of meditation that can be a real light in the darkness of our thoughts. Okay, so this one, I really get it. Okay, so we can see a book titled Life. And this girl here, but she's definitely not reading the book. She's definitely not reading the book, yeah. So, let's see here. Well, first of all, judging by the position she's in with the book, she doesn't really seem happy with it. So let's see. I think every one of you at one point has been like, life is so hard. Sometimes, some bad stuff happens, and then you're just like, okay, I need a break. So I can see this in this painting. Okay, here I found another version. So you can see it's basically the same thing, a bit more realistic. Then you look up. It says over it, right next to the thing where it says life. So this is probably showing something like, okay, final meaningful art contestant is this. So, first glance, a girl picking stars from the sky and putting it in her basket. Yeah, I see that every day. I mean, come on. I'm sure you always see a girl or somebody just picking stars as if they're strawberries out of the sky and putting them into a basket. So, that could mean there is a saying, reach for the stars. I think this just might be an image version of that. Or nothing is impossible, you can do anything. I don't want to burst any bubbles with this. And I don't want to be nerdy, but it is scientifically proven that you cannot grab a star. I think. Okay. I do want to say that her clothes really blend in with the sky. This kind of looks like a child's dream. But anyways, I would like to end this on a basically kind of a summary of all of these meanings. So just be yourself and reach for the impossible. Try to follow your dreams. I hope next time you look at some art, you'll not just look at it and say, hey, that's art. Okay, now let's go. You should probably see it, and kind of look at it for a while. See if there's any hidden meaning. You might have, you can actually have a hobby of just looking at random art and seeing if there's some kind of meaning that the artist tried to show. So, that's it for this. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Continue watching and do not skip this if you want a bonus. I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, okay, bye!
Do not continue watching or your time will be wasted. I'm serious, there is no more to the video. Why are you still here? You don't believe me? Okay then. Bruh.